Hello everyone, Dr.Yuen. Thank you for listening to this short podcast. It's free for anyone who wants to listen to it. So I have been asked to make comments about, but actually resolve the global inflation problem. So this request are from the UN Method members and also on my UN Method programs and also on the podcast, people are concerned and worried about the inflation. So when we have experts make people worried about it, then it doesn't solve the problem. In fact, it actually makes the problem worse. So you want to ensure that that it could be resolved by the experts. And well, obviously the experts are not resolving it. It will make the problem worse, right? That goes for health problems, relationship problems, and any problems you could connect with. Of course, inflation is really a money problem, right? So we deal with money problems. So even though I don't know anything about it directly, mentally, I don't know anything about solving it, right? So I would process the problem and make it less of a disease for everyone, right? So if you're not at ease, you have the disease, right? So the UN method is expected to process all things and solve the problem, or the problem that goes with, in this case, inflation and the economy globally as well as locally. So I was going to talk about solving global karma problems that people have, and the hostility and the fighting that goes with unresolved karma that have been perpetuated since human walk on this planet and having life forms exist on this planet as well. So, as I say, if the economist knows the right answer, it will resolve the problem. So obviously the answer is not the right answer, right? So not only that it doesn't solve the problem, it actually makes the problem worse, right? So the right answer resolves the problem immediately on the spot. So looking at the situation of the problem of inflation, so the global inflation is more localized. That have to begin first, actually in the family. So, of course, it's kind of far-fetched to say it's the families causing inflation, right? So we have to ensure there's no worry and fears and phobias and other negative emotions associated with the economy or having inflation that goes up. Okay, so when there's emotion, especially worry, overly concern, and you don't have the physical intelligence to connect with the right answer that's right for you and your family. We make the matters worse. That would expand out to the community, the cities, and as well as the country. And we have to resolve the karma that country have with each other, going to war with each other, killing people in other parts of the country that does not conform with their philosophy or whatever that's involved. Okay, so again, going further, we have to strengthen the members of the family, especially the parents, that they're not going to pass on the negative emotions and blockage and causing stagnation and blockages to the family members, the children, the grandchildren, So let's ensure that all those are commerce too. So they're not vitamin-related commerce, but it could turn into vitamins, right? So we have to ensure that the family members are even with each other, accepting each other, and accepting the neighbors and the communities, the people in the community and people in the country they belong in, and also country that surround them or a different part of the world, and ensure that there would be acceptance and mutually accepting without mental judgments and blaming. So continue with that money problems. There's karma with money, and that's like 50 different karma associated with money, and each one has a million reasons and source of the problem. So the effect on the human intelligence is beyond infinite, a billion times over. So that's why inflation problem or problem with money does not get resolved. So actually I want to introduce a program to deal with money and deal with success with money or generating revenues, and not having just a program that people state their health problem at the same time with money problems. I just want a program just deal with money and economy and inflation. So I invite you to join that program, and I would have Michael schedule that so we could do it live, and we could do some of it recorded, and but it's still live recording, so you can listen to it in real time or listen to it afterwards. So let's also dissipate the karma that's settled in the land of the country that having problems with the economy, that would be resolved. So let's not be overly concerned about inflation that happened in Germany 100 years ago, or inflation that happened in under Jimmy Carter's administration. So those things are not going to happen again, okay? So we're just going to delete the cumulative effect of inflation that causing serious suffering for the population, not only human but other living creatures, especially like dogs and cats and other domestic animals or as pets. So we deal with them, and we would connect with their physical intelligence to stimulate the physical intelligence in us to connect with the answer connect with the solution to this inflation problem. So going further, there's too much mental processing about the problem. So I invite you to be part of this money and financial program only, and not people coming in and talk about having root canal problems, okay, or toenail problems and other problems. So we separate from health. So we have a group of people that that would be strong in generating revenue, would pay for the minimal cost of this program. So, and I'm not trying to generate revenue. Okay, I have all the revenue that I need to have, and I donate to animal causes. So I would encourage people to connect with animals, especially dogs and cats, and of course horses too, and other animals, rabbits and guinea pigs and wild animals as well. Okay, so again, remind you the right and correct answer resolves the problem. So we will have people have the same evenness with each other that would have a united force to change the economy of the world. That there would be no question about poverty and not solving it. Right? So many issues would be solved on the spot, and the economy would be resolved. So let's ensure that past histories, the effects of it will not be repeated, because the world already have changed. So what happened in Germany could not happen again in any country in the world now, because there's better communication. It's a global economy, whereas before it wasn't. So let's ensure that there's going to be production that raises the standard of living for people, and not just coming from investment in the stock market. Okay, so looking at the situation, it's 100% infinite beyond infinite. So there are specific things that could come up that we could deal with it in this program, and that's how things should work for you. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. I would have Michael, my tech person, to email you the invite or invitation how to join this program, or come to this free program first to resolve the inflation problem for you and for everyone else on this planet. So thank you so much.